Hello and welcome to the Gradual Report. My name is so well documented that telling you about it is completely redonkulous. Today we investigate the finger.
Welcome to the Gradual Report, where we gradually report.
The finger has 4 different origins, and only one of them is absolutely true.
Origin story 1.
Thank you. Before the Battle of Agincourt in 1415, the French, anticipating victory over the English, proposed to cut off the middle finger of all captured English soldiers. Without the middle finger, it would be impossible to draw the renowned English longbow.
That is the bullshit.
That battle did happen, and the French did lose. But the English need 2 fingers to draw the bow finger, not just the single middle finger. I mean, you gotta pull back on the thing. You can't just, you gotta pull back without the, you can still pull back with this one. This is the trigger finger. You can still pull back on the bow without a finger. Though that story is not true about the middle finger, it is true about the deuce finger. Which is why doing the deuce finger is still an insult to people in England today. The proper way to display the deuce finger, of course, is pa!
Origin story 2.
In ancient times, particularly Rome, the middle finger was referred to as the bad finger, or the dirty finger, because of its resemblance to the male phallus. See the resemblance now? Okay, good. And therefore it came to symbolize the Though this story might be true, it is ridiculous to think that the Romans were the first people to draw a similarity between the phallus and the phallus. Actually, it was probably the first caveman in a cave who's like, hey, that looks a lot like my thingy down there. And therefore, that origin story must also be debunker-faced. After all, the middle finger looked like a penis long before the Romans got a hold of it.
Origin story 3.
It comes from medieval times, when the people back in medieval times used to wipe their buttocks with the middle finger. The pointer finger was for things and using things, and this one was for love, and that one was just too little. But this one is the one that they wipe the scrape of the inside of the butthole with, okay? So that's why the fuck finger, dirty finger, that finger, okay? That origin story can be completely erased from the books because it is completely ridiculous. Who could possibly wipe their entire butthole with just one finger? That's just scientifically impossible. I wouldn't even, ew.
Origin story 4.
See, I'm doing like this singing thing as a transition. I don't know if it'll work, but hey, why not? The origin of the finger comes from when you were a tiny little baby, and the society around you told you that the finger meant When you learned it was derogatory, that was its origin. And when you tell it to your children, you'll be the originator for them. Final summation. Your social influences originated the meaning of the finger within you. And without you, the finger loses its meaning completely. So the true origin of the finger is you! That's a genius. And remember, I love you, my little lemon drops. Join us on Wednesday when we continue our very important work.